Welcome back, guys. Hey, um, let's just hit it. Let's just go right into what people really care to talk about. Let's talk about Champions Path and what's going on with Champions Path. Um, we all know at this point what's in it. There's no secret about whether or not the set is decent or whether or not we're all here for the Charizards, and we know that that is what this set is about. There's no question that when Pokemon designed this set, that they were looking at, you know, chase cards. They wanted something that people would go after and want to purchase as much as they wanted to, or as much as they could, to get this, or multiple at this, chase cards for this set. The set is very unique as a special holiday set. Holiday set is what you want to call it, or specialty set is what your non-standard focus set. You had last year probably just the best set ever. I'm gonna say it. Hidden Fates is probably the best set ever, as far as like collectability, as far as like stuff to chase. It's fun to open. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. Hidden Fates is just awesome, and I'm gonna talk about Hidden Fates. Obviously, I could make so many videos on Hidden Fates, and we're a year old, and they're still releasing tins. I still got tins on the shelf over there that, at, let's see, that's what, 2 times over MSRP, and I still can't keep them on the shelves. I have to ration them out in the back of my store, so I have enough to trickle them out. Hidden Face is an amazing set, and it's just probably just like a product that only comes around like once every couple years. It's just so special, and it's just so awesome to open, and people are gonna love to open it going into the future. This set is Hidden Fates will be opened forever, and it will be sought after and collected forever. The set's amazing. That's not what I gotta focus. We're talking about Champions Path. Champions Path is no Hidden Fates. That much is very obvious. It is doing very well still, though, because we have these chase cards of the Shiny Charizard and the Rainbow VMAX Charizard, and people are running after them, and they're getting them graded, and they're doing exactly what Pokemon knew that they're going to do. It'd be very silly to think that Pokemon is not watching the secondary market, what things are doing. It's not just hobby news at this point. It's hitting mainstream news when people are getting these, the rainbow from the Burning Shadows Charizard, getting that returned, and the prices that it's going for. And of course, we have the Hidden Fates Charizard doing what it does, and being the Black Label selling for $10,000. It's Pokemon is aware of what's happening. They're realizing what the market is becoming, and they want to sell product. So obviously, they're gonna keep pushing this direction. And you could even say, I can't spill the beans on Hidden Fates, because I would venture to say that Hidden Fates kind of spurred this entire thing on. That's just I'm gonna take you down that rabbit hole with me. I'm gonna get there, but we're talking about Champions Path. We got to talk about Champions Path, because that's what is happening right now. So, Champions Path is no Hidden Fates, but it is a good set. It is a fun set to watch people open for about 10 packs. And then you're like, wow, this is abysmal to watch. As a pack opening, compared to like Hidden Fates, again, I'm not going to say Hidden Fates for the rest of the video, I promise. As opposed to other sets, this set is very boring to watch open. There's just not a lot going on in it, and it's really kind of sad. Just the amount of meat on the bone, other than the Charizard, is just, it's sad. And it's funny because there's some playable stuff that's good, which is weird because previous specialty sets didn't have playable stuff in them. But now we see this set that does have some cool playable stuff in it. So it's kind of just weird. It's weird that they kind of just, it feels like they kind of threw this together and they're just like, you know, it's going to have Charizards in it, so it's going to sell. Which, they're right. They nailed it. So, again, this is October 1st. I'm recording this. Again, I'm releasing these, you know, every couple days, so it kind of keeps it relevant and kind of, you know, sprinkles things out over a week or so I can go back and catch up and then cover that in videos going forward. But it's a set that it will mature okay, but and you know, as a collectible item, it's gonna mature okay. It's not gonna be like previous specialty sets, but it's gonna be an okay product to if you are sitting there and you're able to get them for a decent price. If you don't want to open them and sit on them, you're probably going to be okay. You're going to do okay. But, you know, for everything else, if you're wanting to open the set, it's just rough, man. It's really, really hard to just watch people. You know, people come to my store and they buy boxes, and, you know, I'm selling at, you know, just like market, just like stores should be. I'll come back to that in a second. We're going to come back around. We're going to loop back around. We're going to touch that because I know people are very push buttony about that too. We're just talking about the set right now. I was watching people open this product and it is just, it's sad. It's really, really sad because, you know, Hidden Fates, you at least, if you, oh, I did it. I'm sorry. Previous sets, you'd open something, you maybe get something cool, you can at least recoup your money a little bit. There's just nothing in the set that brings it and makes it, softens the blow at all. It's just, it's rough. It's really, really bad. You know, if you got an ETB of Champions Path, you at least got this guy in it. You at least have the Charizard, the full art. Beautiful card. It's gonna mature very, very well. You know, we see the stained glass Bird Trio card. That was a promo in the ETB of previous specialty sets. That is done just phenomenal. It's a very unique looking card. It's a very awesome card. I would say probably the best collectible card of the past couple years. I love the card. I think it's awesome. I'm really just, when I saw it, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is going to be a huge card. And I hoarded them. I bought them from people. You know, I was buying them at, you know, $4, $5, $6 pop, and they were happy to sell them. I'm like, all right, gimme, because I will sit on this card, and I will have a boatload of this card, because it is going to do very well, and it did. But again, it's Champion Path. Focus, Mason, focus. Okay, so this saves you a little bit on the ETB. If you were able to get an ETB out in the wild, and you were able to buy it for $50, you know, this card is what you want to see. And this gives you a little bit of reprieve to open the packs. This card, again, I think it's doing, again, it's October, 1st of October. It's about $20. Out of the packs, a lot of them are damaged. LP, brand new out of the pack. A lot of them are. They have edge wear in the back, damage. Paint or printing errors on the V in the top left corner. That's not a misprint. That's damaged. You know, you can have a beautiful card, and then you have ink splotches on it. That's not an error. That's just damage. That's just something that's not desirable. An error that is desirable would be something that, you know, like a printing error or something that made a permanent mark on this card that shouldn't be there. For collectible intentions or for something that's unique or interesting, blotchy ink on a card is not interesting. It just looks bad and it's sloppy, and these cards were very sloppily made. You can tell because just the edges on them are not clean. Just die cut was very bad on it. There are some good ones, like this one is. I keep a lot of these in the package, and the ones that do look nice and have nice clean edges, I keep them in the package. So gives you a little reprieve. You know, it's a balance of, do you want an ETB that's gonna, you can open 10 packs, you get a good chance of pulling something cool. I say good chance, better chance. Let's say that better chance of pulling something cool. Or you get something like the pin collections, or like the double boxes, or the other boxes that are coming out, where you have less packs but are cheaper. It's a toss up at this point. If you're able to find it at all, you should probably just grab it and run with it. Either hold on to it. ETBs, I would definitely say, if you're not looking to pull a Charizard and you're just like, hey, I have this ETB, what should I do with it? Sit. You should sit on it. As of like this week, when let's see, the specialty pin boxes of the gym heroes that are the alternate and Sun and Moon, the two different types of gym heroes in the same city, between Sun and between Moon, or between Sword and between Shield. Jesus, Sword and Shield. Those boxes, those things like that, I would say they have awesome collectible. The pins in them are awesome. Like, I love the pins. Like, I have one sitting here right here. Really cool idea for a pin, for a whole series of this set. I think it's really cool. But opening something like that is going to be a safer bet. Keeping those sealed is probably a good idea too, if you want to. But opening those as opposed to an ETB, I would keep the ETBs sealed, honestly. And remember, guys, we only have a quarter. Like my allocation, I got a quarter of the ETBs at release. I'm gonna get 3/4 at the end of October. So we have so many more ETBs to go. So if you're wanting to collect, if you're wanting to wait and get this stuff at a probably more reasonable price, I would say your chances are better down the road at the end of this month as opposed to doing it right now. Because stores like me are going to charge what we're going to charge. This is already too long of a video, so I'm going to stop and not talk about how things are priced. I'm going to do a video right after this and talk about that, so it'll be coming in a couple days. But I think Champions Path, just as a whole, you got to be patient with it, because because of the whole COVID thing. If we would have got all of our ATBs at once, but different story. If we would have got them all, you probably would have seen the prices be a little more calmer, and people would have been more happy to buy them up at MSRP, or at least closer to MSRP. Where I was selling them at $85 a box for a $50 item. So that's kind of just where the market was at the time. In fact, the market was probably pushing over 90 when I was doing 85. But if we would have had the full amount at release, it probably would have been a much calmer and not as much of a bloodbath as it was on release, where people were trying to get these boxes. But there is nothing we can do about that. The waves of releases is just a thing of this year. We're seeing it in every card game. We're seeing it in a lot of places. So that is unfortunately just dealing with the Corona shutdown and a slowdown. That's just what it is. So I think, again, long term, I would keep ETBs. If you want to open product, I would definitely go with double boxes. Nobody wants to collect a double box. So if you can find those, bust those if you want to open packs. And like I said, if you do open ETBs, you at least do have the Charizard in there that you can, recoup a little bit money if you don't hit it. So there is that. I think the Charizards are going to mature very well. It's a cool looking card. I do like the art on it. This over shoulder thing. Pink is an odd color of the background, but I think it makes it pop. I think it's cool. It's not an ugly card by any means. So these are going to do very well. These will hold value. They will keep value even after the second wave comes out. And then wait a year, and they will be probably doing very similar to what the Bird Trio stained glass is doing. So just some idea there. This is your consolation prize for not pulling a Charizard. So if you don't get another one, so that's kind of like where we're at with Champions Path going forward. Again, remember, we got lots and lots more coming. This is just a quarter of what is supposed to come with ATBs. We got lots of other product coming down the pipeline that has Champion Path in it. Remember Hidden Fates. We're gonna have a whole string of stuff for the next 2-3 months of Champions Path stuff. And Like I said, you know, Hidden Fates just, I keep saying Hidden Fates. I'm breaking my own rule. I'm sorry. It's still being released again with this set. It's crazy that we got the 10s at the same time as Champions Path. A year later, Pokemon printing stuff a year later, it's unheard of. It's wild. That's all the more things that props that set up to being one of the best. But yeah, just keep it cool. You know, there'll be plenty of chances for you to find Champions Path out there. Just, you know, I would not pay the crazy inflated prices that they are, and just see what happens in 2 weeks, because that's when we'll really be able to get a better feel for what's going on. So that's like the breakdown for Champions Path right now. It is what, you know, it is. You got your 2 chase cards, and that's it. So it's going to be a product, again, that ages well, but it's not going to be something that you should really hoard, at least in the short term. So that's a Champions Path right now, guys. Again, I'll be talking about it, I'm sure, when Wave 2 drops and all that. So we'll keep talking about it. We'll hit it back at another time. So thanks, guys. I'll talk to you soon.